Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Kelvins. Buying a car is a need, not a luxury for international students living in United States. If you are living in a smaller city, then you'll need a car to go for shopping or groceries. Because public transportation are not readily available in the United States. But if you are living in bigger cities like New York, California, then public transportation are easily available and you will not need to buy a car. For international students like us, it is very difficult to buy a used car as well because you will have to make a lot of saving. I bought my first car for just $1,500. I bought my car, this one, that is Mitsubishi Galant, and just for $1,500. So I'll share you my experience of buying it and how you can buy a car in United States. First thing you have to consider is your budget, how much money you have. Based on your budget, you have to buy a car. Buying a car for an international student is very difficult because we don't know anything about a car, whatever cars are good or what type of cars are bad. So to differentiate between good and bad cars, I'll be discussing and I'll be sharing my experience and what kinds of cars you have to buy. The most difficult part in buying a used car is finding one. So you have to take care of the following topics before buying a used car. The first one is title. Title means if a car has gone through any damages or accidents in the past. So the title should be clean. Clean means there has been no damages or accident related to car. So if there is any other titles, then you have to avoid those cars. Those are not worth the money. This is because if you have a car with clean title, it will be easy for you to sell that car. After graduation, after getting a new job, you will be buying a new car and you have to sell that one. So if you have a clean title, then it will be easy for you to sell that. I sold my car easily for $800. The second one is make of the car. Make means the company owning the car, like Toyota, Honda, Ford, Nissan or Mitsubishi. If a car is of like Toyota or Honda or some good company, then it will be easy for you to sell that car as well. And the engines of Toyota and Hondas are considered the best ones and the solid ones. So I would prefer buying Toyota, Hondas or Mitsubishi is also a good one because it is a Japanese model. We generally prefer Japanese over American cars. The third one is year. Year means what year the vehicle was made. So if the car is like 2003 made, then it is already 17 years old. So you have to consider that as well. I would not suggest buying a car more than 15 years old. My car was 2003 made and I bought it in 2018. So it was 15 years old and it was easy for me to sell afterwards as well. So I would suggest you to buy a car which is 10 to 15 years old only. The fourth one is mileage, and this is one of the key factors as well. The lifespan of a car is measured in mileages. If a car has around 150,000 miles and the lifespan is 200,000 miles, then you are good to drive it for 50,000 miles only. However, if the car lifespan is 200,000 miles and you bought it at 150,000, then you can drive it for 150,000 miles more. So you have to make sure like what kind of car, what company owning car you want to buy. And the fifth one is engines. Engines means generally we prefer to buy before engines, that is 4 cylinders. There are others V6 and V8 as well, but if you buy a before engine car, then you will save a lot of money in gas because V6 or V8 engines or higher engines will consume more gas. So you will end up paying a lot of money in gas. So be careful about these 5 things and buy a car. My first car experience was really good. I bought it for $1,500 and sold it for $800. I drove it for 2 years for shopping and groceries and everything. So I'm really happy with my first car experience. I bought the same car because the car had really low mileage, only 115,000 miles. And it was 2003 made and it was a Japanese car. So I thought it was a good car for me and I bought it and I drove it really carefully and I was pretty happy with my first car purchase. The only document required to buy that car was the temporary license, which I got after giving an online exam. So the difficult part was to find the car. After finding one, it is very easy to buy it. You can just go to DMV and buy the car in around half an hour. Best of luck for your next car. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.